welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I'm here with my mama.
Hi guys.
Today's video, I am going to be asking her questions. I'm going to be asking her questions that I am too afraid to ask her. But this go out to like everybody. Yeah. Make sure y'all like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to follow me on all my socials. Yeah. Let's get into this video. Okay, Mom. You remember what I had told you?
What?
You gotta be honest.
Yes.
Okay. The first question we got: what is a good age to have a boyfriend?
Maybe 16. 16 is a good, responsible age. You should be responsible by 16. Enough to have a boyfriend. 16 is a good age. Yeah.
Okay. Second question: when we don't tell you about our love life, do you feel away?
What love life?
If we like in a relationship.
Why would you hide that from me though?
I mean, this goes to everybody. Like, they want to know.
Would I feel away if you didn't tell me about it? Yes, because I need to know. Y'all are teenagers. I need to know.
Okay. Okay, next one says, what would your reaction be if I lost my virginity?
What would my reaction be? I would be probably disappointed. That's a touchy subject because it happens. You just have to be mindful of how you do things, and you need to come to me first. Before you even think about doing that, you need to come talk to me so that I can set down rules, try to get you prepared. I don't want you to do it, but eventually I know it's probably going to happen, but you have to be safe.
Like use protection, stuff like that.
It's different. It's a whole broad spectrum going into that situation when you're thinking about stuff like that.
Okay. The next question I got: what would you do if I was gay?
Probably nothing.
Nothing? Like, if I would have like dated a girl right now and I told you all about her,
you would just tell me about her. I mean,
would you feel
I would. Of course, I that's not how I raised you, but at the end of the day, it's your choice. Again, it's something that we would have to talk about, of course.
Okay. So the next one says, how would you feel if I snuck in a boy dorn?
I would be mad. You would be in trouble.
Mom, it's not about me.
I'm saying, okay, well, you saying hypothetically, if it was you, I'm telling you what I would be. I would be mad. You sneaking in a boy's dorm? You're not even supposed to be in a boy's dorm.
Okay. Next one said, was I a mistake?
You weren't playing, if that's what you mean.
So I wasn't planning on having a fourth child?
No. You wasn't a mistake, you just wasn't playing. Hello.
Okay. The next one says, what would you want me to do differently?
What do you mean?
Like, what would you want me to do different, like, in my life? Like,
you're only 15. You need to be more responsible. Stop being so spoiled. Stop acting bratty. You need to work on that. Stop being so blunt and outspoken, because everything comes up does not need to come out of your mouth. She gets that from me. But you have to think before you speak. That's something you need to do, and you need to work on that.
What are your opinions on doing stuff with boys before marriage?
You should wait. You should wait.
Wait to do everything?
Yep.
Wait till like...
till you 40.
40? 40 goes. That's too long.
No, you should wait at least till you.
Like...
You need to be ready and know what you're doing. Don't be pressured by boys. Don't let them get in your head. Don't let them tell you any and everything. Because they'll tell you any and everything just to get stuff from you. You do know that, right? Okay.
Alright. What's a really awkward thing you did in high school?
Nothing. Nothing. I ain't do nothing in high school.
Okay.
What do you mean awkward? Like what?
Like, what's something that you did You ain't never did nothing awkward.
No, I got into fights. That wasn't awkward. That was
Life.
Yeah, that was life. Teenager.
Okay. The next one is, what is the one thing you would change about me if you could?
Nothing.
For real?
No. I wouldn't change anything about my Kaya.
Okay. Next one is, for the first time getting hurt.
Yes.
Is it supposed to hurt?
It's supposed to hurt. It's gonna hurt the first time, the second time, maybe even the third time, maybe the fourth time, maybe even now. Y'all keep that in mind. That's real talk. With women, for women, listen to me when I tell you this. For women, sex is a mind thing. It's not like with guys. That's why guys are so, they always ready to do it. Because it's like as soon on contact, they feeling it. For women, you have to be in your head. It's a mind thing. It doesn't work like how it look on the movies. It don't work like it.
Was you scared at first?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't want to do it at first?
Yeah, I want to do it. I was just scared. What?
My bad.
I shouldn't have been doing it, but I wanted to do it. I was nervous. I ain't gonna say I was scared. Because it was like times when I probably started to want to do it and I backed out of it because I was scared. That'll happen too.
Okay, the next question is, if I had a boyfriend, can you sleep over?
No. Hell no. Hell no. No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Let me tell you something. Long as you're if you are under the age of, what's a good age? I don't even think guys should even be sleeping over at their
girlfriend house.
When they're teenagers anyway. No, I don't know. You got maybe if you're a little older.
Like above 18.
Maybe so then. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe so. I don't know though. That ain't even nothing I want to think about.
Alright, the next question is, what is advice for making good friendships?
Making good friendships, you be honest.
Mm-hmm.
When I say honest with your friends, you do not tell your friends what they want to hear. When they're wrong, you tell them they're wrong. You don't egg people on in their wrongdoing. If me and Kaya was somewhere, some pop off. I'm gonna speak to y'all like teenagers speak. If we somewhere and we at a party and some pop off, Kaya's a hothead. Kaya started it for the most part. Kaya's my friend though. Me and Kaya came together. Me and Kaya gonna live together. At the end of the day, her being my friend, I'm gonna ride for my friend. If we get into it, we gotta fight. I'm gonna fight with my friend. But guess what's gonna happen when me and my friend get along? I'm gonna be on my friend's tail about what she did and what she started. You have to, in the beginning, when things go down in that nature, you have to let your friend know when they're wrong. They'll be mad. Oh well, you be mad. Y'all make up or do whatever y'all gonna do, but one thing you need to know, a real friend, when they in the wrong and you tell them and they just go by the wayside and act like you did something wrong, those are not real friends. Another good thing with building real friendships, you are genuine to that person. You have that person's back. Be yourself. You be who you gonna be. Don't change for nobody. But at the same time, you have to scope out things going forward with a person that you call friend. You got to see how they interact and how they act when they're around their other friends or when they're around other people. If they act different, when you and your friend are together, if everything seems cool when y'all together, and then they may get with another friend and they act different, and you know people be fronting and want to do things like that, that's not your friend. If they kind of act standoffish when they around certain people and they talking to you and they acting like they don't fool with you, just because they done told that person they probably don't fool with you like that. But that's not how it is when it's you and them. You see what I'm saying? That's how you know the difference between a real friend and a fake friend.
See, that's why I like to keep my circle small.
That's right. That's right. There's nothing wrong with having a lot of friends, but everybody is not a friend. Y'all need to know the difference between a friend and an associate. Some people can just be fun to hang out with. Some people can just be just cool to hang with. You can have fun with somebody. Y'all can go out and you could have went to this one party with somebody. Y'all had a good time. You can't use that word friend so loosely. One thing y'all need to learn is when somebody shows you who they are, believe them that first time. You don't get no second chances. No second chances. When they show you, especially when it's really on some deep, awkward stuff, nah, you gotta kick rocks. You gotta kick rocks.
Okay.
You pretty much like that though. You don't tolerate a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I be anti sometimes.
You gotta be anti. That's another thing with teenagers. Some of them have that I don't give a dang attitude. That's not a good way to be in either. You're not gonna attract genuine people when you act like that because you're unapproachable. Sometimes it's good to be antisocial. You still be nice to people. You know, just don't be one of those people that always got their mouth on somebody else. Don't be one of those people always talking about somebody else. Always making fun of those who may not have what you have, who may not do this and do this. You don't do people like that. And I teach y'all that. You don't judge people. You don't make fun of people. You just don't be a good person overall. People are attracted to good people. People are attracted to your energy. They can tell when you're a good person. And if they not for you, they not for you. Keep it moving. You'll find them.
Okay. The next question says, so what do I do if my mom don't like the boy that I'm talking to?
What do you do?
If you don't like the boy that I'm talking to.
What would you do?
Mom, I'm asking you.
Why would you ask me what would you do if I don't like who you would talk to? What would you do? Ask yourself first why my mama don't like him. It's going to be a reason. It's not just going to be like, I don't like his haircut. I don't like the way he does this. If he's a bad influence, I'm going to tell you he's a bad influence. If I feel like he's not genuine, if I hear about things in the street that he's doing that's not congruent with how I raised you, then yeah, I'm going to let you know. This is why I don't like him, and you don't need to be around nobody like that. You don't need to be around nobody like that, period. Whether it's friends, that goes back to the friends. Whether it's a friend, a boyfriend, anybody, you don't need to be around nobody who's doing, if you not down for the things that they're doing, you don't need to be around nobody like that anyway. No matter if you think it's right or wrong, if you feel like it's going to influence you in a negative way, either way it goes, you don't need to be around.
Okay. The next question is, what drugs have you done?
Marijuana.
That's it?
That's it. That's all.
Was it?
Was it what? Ass.
Did it feel a type of way? Did you make you?
You high. You feel good in a way. Let me tell you something. One thing about drugs now and drugs then, especially like with marijuana, everything is so different now. I don't know what marijuana is now. I just know it's something that I don't think I would want to try. But back in the day, it's a past life. You know, we had to do what we had to do.
You did it in high school?
Yes.
What about middle school?
No. Back in the day, we had to do a lot of things to survive. We grew up a lot different.
Oh, so you used it for like when you were stressed?
No. Listen.
Okay.
Listen to what I'm finna say. Back in the day, like I said, it wasn't too far back in the day. I'm not that much older than them. But at the same time, things were different back in the day. I've never been a type of person who was easily peer pressured. If I want to do it, I'll do it. If I do it today and you offer to me tomorrow and I'd be like, no, that means no. I don't want to do it today. I don't feel like doing it today. Don't let people talk you into just because you acting funny now you did it. Well, I don't want to do it today. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. You don't need to be doing it in the first place because, like I said, now in today's time, it's just so much other stuff with these pills and all this, and they are dangerous. One thing about drugs, you really just don't even need to get into them, period. But I did smoke weed. I sold weed. We just did a lot to survive back in the day. It's nothing to brag on, but it was a way of life. Like I said, we grew up different. Times have changed. People have changed. Drugs have changed. Believe it or not, it's nothing that you even want to partake in or even get involved in as of now. So if you can, now personally, I will say this. I don't think it's anything wrong with smoking weed.
But ain't it like good for cancer?
It's good for a lot of them. Weed is something that, as of now, they're trying to legalize it as a medicinal use. A lot of cancer patients use it. I mean, I know people who use it just for anxiety. I'm not saying it's it's not a bad thing, but the thing with weed, when you start out young doing it, it can lead to other things. I'm not even gonna say it's a gateway drug, as people call it, but if you're not responsible going into something like weed, and like I said, there's so many different types of weed, it can lead to other things. But like me personally, when you're grown and you can make your own decisions,
All right, we back. All right. Next question is, do moms really know who the one is for your child?
no, you don't even know who the one is for you. Y'all, let me tell you something. Y'all are teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
When you are this young, the first person you meet, you like them so much, you think that's the one. That is not the one. Trust. You're going to have 10 boyfriends by the time you 18, 19, 20. You're going to have a lot of boyfriends is the point I'm trying to make. Girlfriends or boyfriends. Y'all, you date people to get to know them. And let me tell y'all something. In the African American community, we need to get out of that. We need to get out of that. We need to get out of the realm of just dating one person. Does that make sense? Even when you're young, not saying you have sex with them, you don't have sex with them, you date. If you like so-and-so and you like so-and-so too, you can go on a date with so-and-so this night and go on a date with so-and-so this night. You have to talk to them and make it be known. You're dating right now. It has to be a mutual agreement so that feelings don't fly. Because y'all are young. Y'all get mad over everything. Y'all really do. But
So when you had first got your first boyfriend, you thought he was the one?
no, I ain't care then. That's another difference with me. I wasn't really on boys like that. I didn't have my first real boyfriend till I was 15. I mean, I had little boys that I called boyfriends.
I had mine when I was in 5th grade. What age was that?
Girl, I was probably kissing a little boy in 5th grade. Wasn't supposed to or nothing like that, but that's not really a boyfriend. But yeah, my first real boyfriend, I was 14, 9th grade. The kid's dad. Your sister and brother's dad. And I was with him from 14 all the way up to 22. So y'all can imagine, that's a long time to be stuck with one person that young. Don't do that. Don't do that. Next question.
Okay. Did you have a fake ID when you were younger?
No. Never seen the need for it. I always look older. I ain't look older, I was always tall. Like, she's tall. Everybody probably thinks she's old. She's older between her and like, it's only because you're tall. They knew I was young, no looking at my face, but I always hung with, and that's another thing. With friendships, with me, personally, I never hung around kids my age for the most part. I was always, I guess you would say, more far advanced than kids my age because my sister, she was older. She's 3 years older than my cousins. Everybody was older than me. I always hung around me. When I was 13, I was probably hanging around with 18-year-olds. But I still wasn't easily influenced because they were my friends and they would tell me, if you don't want to do something, don't do it. You don't have to do this. Don't do this just because somebody else is doing it. Don't do this because, and I always had my own mind. But we were just always tight and I always valued friendship. But yeah, I didn't never have a fake ID. I just got in with them.
Okay. How did you get out a boy that doesn't care about you?
How do you what?
How do you get over a boy that doesn't care about you?
That's hard to. It's easy. I don't. Let me tell y'all something. When y'all young like y'all are, when you're dating a boy, you should have a 0 tolerance because y'all are so young. Y'all got plenty of time. When he that goes right back to friendships. And as soon as he shows you something that you don't like, that he's doing outlandish, next, you fired. Next,
like red flag.
Yeah, you go on to the next one. Y'all shouldn't be that hung up on boys at y'all's age. When I was y'all age, boys, like I said, I had this one boyfriend. Let me tell y'all this story real quick. I had this one boyfriend. We were in 8th grade. He was so fine. Oh, he was fine. Anyway, it was something going around school that he was dating a 27-year-old woman. I'm like, that don't even sound right. We're 14, 15 years old. He was a little older. But I was like, what? And everybody that stayed in his apartment complex, they were saying, yeah, he dating this girl. She's 27 years old. And I'm sitting up here, even that young, I'm sitting up here like, why would a 27-year-old want a 15-year-old? Whatever. So let me tell y'all, one day, I was on my way to my cousin's house. I was walking. He was like, hey, I'm gonna pick you up. I'm gonna come over there to your side of town. I'm gonna pick you up and we're gonna ride through or whatever. Now, he 15, he driving. I'm walking to my cousin's house. So he pulled up on me for real. I get in the car with him. It was him and his friend. So the whole time that like I said, this was like my boyfriend. I liked him. He was popular at that time. I liked him and this and that other. We went to this place. I don't even know where he took me. It was some trailer park. I don't even know. The whole time he kept saying, oh, I hope I don't see this red Grand Dam. And I'm like, what? Who in the red Grand Dam? Who in the red Grand Dam? It's like, man, ain't nobody. My sister, his older sister, she's probably like 27. As I said, I'm 14, he like 15. So we get to where we going and we see that red Grand Dam. He's like, oh shoot. So she pull up and she mad, first of all, because he stole her car. And she get out the car and she like, so-and-so, you done stole my car and this and the other, so. Me, him, and his friend, we get out the car. And next thing you know, another lady gets out the car. Guess who the lady was? The 27-year-old woman that they said he was dating. She get out. First of all, let me stop you right there. Her ass should have been in jail. What you doing with a 15-year-old? Anyway, she gets out the car. So-and-so, what you doing with this girl? You told me you was so-and-so. Now, first of all, let me go back to this again. How are you letting a 15-year-old run game on you when you're 27 years old? That blew my mind right there. When I tell you I was literally sitting on the curb like this, listening to them argue. Only thing that was going in my head back then, because this how I was, a hothead, she better not put her hands on me. Because this is stupid. Even at that age, I knew it was stupid. Why this 27-year-old woman didn't know that was stupid? Why are you dating a 15-year-old boy and he got your mind going like that? But anyway, long story short, his sister's like, come on, baby. You know, she understood the situation basically that I'm a child. She's like, come on, baby, I'll take you home. On the way home, she took me by like 2 other girls' houses. Like, he talking to this girl. It's another good girl right there that he talking to. Then we went, oh, he talking to a girl, stay over there too. And I'm all the time in my mind like, yeah, I'm never talking to him no more. So Mama, he would call me.
You got played.
Who got played? Girl, please. Anyway, let me tell y'all. This how real it is. You didn't play me because at the end of the day, I didn't care. The next day, the same day he was trying to call me. That's what I'm sitting up here trying to explain to her. You saying I got played. My mind is so not even on that. I wasn't caring nothing about that next. Didn't think about him. Wasn't hung up on the situation. Wasn't hurt, wasn't crying, like, oh my God, I can't believe he done this. Didn't care. You move on from stuff like that. When you that young, you don't care about stuff like that. You shouldn't, because y'all have options. Y'all are young. Y'all, like I said, between this age and the time you get out of high school, y'all have probably done had at least 2 or 3 boyfriends by then. Don't waste your time when somebody breaks your heart or this and that and other. And we wouldn't even no time in. We was probably going together, because we call it dating. We was going together maybe 2 months. Wasn't nothing serious. Nothing serious. He was fired and that was it. Next question.
Mom, you never told me this story before. Yeah, it was. How did you feel about your child having a relationship at a young age?
How do I feel about my child having a relationship?
Well, how do you feel about like a girl?
If you're dating at this age, I mean, I don't mind as long as y'all are doing fun stuff and not too into each. Y'all can't be too serious when you're this young. Things are gonna get serious and certain stuff you'll get mad at because that's y'all teenagers. But when it comes to all this other stuff involved, and when I was your age, I was pregnant with twins.
Mama,
so just
I'm
imagine
15 right now.
Exactly. When I was her age, I was pregnant with twins, not 1 but 2 babies. I had them when I was 16. So just imagine Right now, in your mind, you think you like a boy, so-and-so, it's all puppy love. Then I was like head over heels, call myself in love. Now, that's the first real relationship I had. You really call yourself in love when you that young. So just think, at that age, every question that she asked me goes back to what she just said. Dating that young and getting that serious. Really wasn't as, well, you could say it was serious, but the level that we was on, we wasn't ready for. Because like I said, I was pregnant at 15, had twins at 16. All my teen years were gone. I had to drop out of school, and then 11th grade, take care of my kids, job. It wasn't a job where like your sister or your brother, they go to work. Just your brother got to work because he got bills. He live on his own. But like with Lakin, she goes to work. It's her money. She do what she wants with her money. I had to go to work. When you let those lines cross and you get that caught up in stuff and you doing stuff you're not supposed to be doing, it's easily to get caught up. Set yourself up. Thank God my kids are older now. I'm still young enough to know and grow with them because that's what we did. Basically, we grew up together, all me and my kids. But being in a relationship when y'all get that serious and start crossing lines into other things, that's not a good thing. You got to be careful. Y'all have fun. You date and have fun. That's it. That's all I can say. I don't mind you dating at a young age. How young is young?
13.
Like your age? No, you shouldn't even.
Okay.
You just supposed to like somebody that age. Y'all don't really go on real dates or anything. About 15 or 16, you probably start going on dates. But when you 13, no. I ain't never even understood that. Y'all got the movies at 13 with y'all.
So this the last question. How do you tell your parents that you are pregnant?
9 times out of 10, your parents gonna know. My mama did. Well, she had a idea. But then again, well, no, not even. Really, to tell you the truth, no, she didn't. She told me she had no idea. She didn't even think I was having sex. But my boyfriend was over there all the time. I don't even know how that, whatever. But anyway, you just gonna have to tell them because eventually there's nothing you can hide. You can't hide a pregnancy forever. And I know my kids inside and out. I can look at them. You can look at, let me tell y'all something. Kids who trying to hide pregnancies, unless you just have parents who do not pay attention to you, there is no way you can hide a pregnancy. Not even if you, I'm not even talking about your physical, your belly showing. You can see it in their face. You can see it on a person's face when they're pregnant. Their mood's gonna change. Their attitude towards stuff is gonna change. You just gonna know something's gonna be wrong. You'll be able to tell. But like I said, how do you tell them? You're gonna sit down and you're gonna have to tell them. Because at the end of the day, you just gonna need help. If you're a young parent like I was, and Lord forbid, I'm not saying my parents were awful. They were awful parents, but the way my parents were, I grew up in an era where, okay, you had this baby, you're gonna take care of this baby. It wasn't a push towards you gotta finish school. It wasn't well, we're gonna make sure you got this. I had to do everything on my own. Like, really, get it out the mud. Like, really. I had to work because I had to work. But the way my mama found out was I had a kidney infection. Let me tell y'all, this is funny too. This is stupid on my part. But I thought I had a kidney infection. And it had got so bad, I was like, man, I gotta tell my mama, because I was like, my boyfriend probably gave me something. That's how crazy this is. Because that's another thing with y'all, with teenagers, when you kids, y'all go through stuff and stuff forget. Y'all let stuff get so bad because y'all are so scared or either embarrassed to tell y'all's parents. But that's how I was. I was like, man, I gotta tell my man, I think I got something. He done burnt me. I ain't never felt like this. So got up there to the doctor. My mama took me to the doctor, and the forms that you fill out, especially with females, they ask you when was your last cycle. And mine was off. And my mama made a joke. She was like, you're late. She was like, all right, we're gonna give you a test in about 2-3 weeks. I ain't think nothing about it. I'm laughing. That was stupid too. I'm laughing because I'm thinking to myself like, no, that's not what it is. So when they came back with kidney infection, I was like, what is that? That's how naive and stupid you are when you a teenager. So she was like, oh, it's nothing serious, you know, this and that. And she told me, you probably got a kidney infection, because the signs and symptoms that I was having, peeing a lot, burning when I pee, but I'm thinking, I got something, had a kidney infection. Basically, they just prescribed me something, drink cranberry juice. All right, you cool. 2 or 3 weeks go on. I still have not came on. What is going on? So me and my boyfriend at the time, like, we're gonna go to Walmart and we're gonna get a test. We took the test came back positive. I was like, no, this ain't real. We took another test, the test came back positive. So then, by then it was probably like, about 2 months, 2-3 months.
No, not in the camera.
And I made a doctor's appointment on my own to go and get an actual test from a doctor. Went to the doctor and the test came back positive. Back in the day, it used to be a plus on the yellow piece of paper circle. And my mom, it's like, I don't know. We hadn't talked about that in over a month since all that happened, but she came, she was like, you ready to take that test? And all I could do is tell her I already took it. And she was like, what? And she was like, what did it say? And I showed her the paper. And she was like, I didn't even know that you were having sex. I didn't know. And she was disappointed. That's the way I told my parents. But it's no easy way to tell them. But that's why you do preventative things in order for your parents to even know. When you think, that's one thing us as parents, me anyway, being a younger parent, I understand that you can't prevent your kids from doing so. They're going to do it regardless. But you do have to keep an open communication. When you think you're ready, if I see you dating and y'all look like y'all getting a little too serious, let's have a talk. What do I need to do? And I hate to do this, and a lot of parents may not agree with it. But only thing I can do is try to keep you safe, be informative to you, tell you what goes along with it, because it's a lot comes along with it. A lot. It's fun and you think it's just something because everybody's doing it, but it's a lot that comes along with it. You have to be safe. This stuff can cause you can contract things that you cannot get rid of, like kids. But more seriously, STDs, this stuff is real and it's out here. You have to be safe. You just have to take measures in order to be safe and be responsible if you even feel like you want to do it. And you have to come to your parents. If you can't come to a parent, go to an adult or somebody older that you feel like you can trust and that can take you and talk to you and lead you in the right direction. And if you still unsure, if you're unsure of it and you feel a certain type of way even talking about it, you don't need to be doing it. It's okay to wait. There is nothing wrong with being a virgin. It's actually something very good to be, especially in this day and age. You don't have to do it just because everybody else is doing it. So
you gotta wait till marriage.
I would. You should. Marriage.
Okay.
That's the best time to wait till you're married. That way you're grown, you're established, you have a husband, somebody who can help you take care of your child, because it's hard. It is hard taking care of a child.
Nobody
as a
help
single
you take care of your children.
Parent. I mean,
when you was like younger.
I was with my kids' dad until like it was 2-3 months. Yep. But even then, it wasn't like he was just really, because for those few years, my mom died when I was 19. I had to be out on my own. I've been out on my own since I was 19. So just imagine, you got twins. My mom died. The next month, I found out I was pregnant with my third child, 19 years old, with 3 kids, y'all. Found out I was pregnant with my third child. But guess what I did? I had to pick up the pieces. I had a job. I moved out on my own. I did what I had to do. My kids didn't never want for nothing, didn't never need anything. You just have to really it's just all about becoming responsible, and you become grown real quick when you make decisions like that. You really do. But even with that, I didn't just have a strong support. It was me. I had my sister. My sister was only 3 years older than me. And it was like she was in college. And we just had to do what we had to do to take care of each other. But for the most part, but yeah. There's no easy way to tell your parents something like that. They're gonna find out though.
Okay. So that was the last question. Now, if y'all want a part 2 to this, make sure y'all comment down below and let me know. Yeah. Like this video, comment down below what else videos y'all want to see from me, and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to follow me on all my socials. And thank you, Mama.
You're welcome. Was it informative?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ask me everything you wanted to?
Not everything, but I asked you half of the stuff that I wanted to ask you.
Okay. All right then.
All right.
Bye guys.
Bye, y'all.